Oh la
Sex with Michele James. If you have the urge, you could just go ahead and rub one out. Welcome back to Sex, with Michele James. I am your host, Michele James. Sorry I've been absent for so long, guys. I've been doing the things. As you know, last episode I had announced that I was leaving mainstream porn, and things have been crazy since. But I might as well touch on one of the questions now. We usually do the viewers' questions or, fans' questions. One of the questions is, how has your life changed since leaving mainstream porn? Are you happy just doing amateur? And I'm not going to get too personal here, but things have been great. Like, generally great. Like, I have so much happiness. Not that I never was happy before, but a lot of things have just been going so well for me. Like, I've gone back to school. Like, I'm in school. I have a partner now who I'm starting to get serious with, so that's great. And it's not, I don't want anyone taking this out of context saying, oh, she got a boyfriend and he made her quit. No, that's never been a thing. There's not a man in the history of men. I don't care if you're Keanu Reeves, as much as I love him. No one's going to tell me that I can or can't do something. So no, I did not quit for this guy. I actually met him after I had already quit, but he knew of my profession before. He's okay with it. All of that's cleared in the air. But yeah, I'm still doing my amateur stuff. It's going great. Many vids, OnlyFans, stuff like that. My next question, actually, for the viewers' question was, do I offer custom videos? So obviously, yes, as I'm not performing in mainstream anymore, I'm doing amateur content, and amateur content includes custom content. So you can, if you're interested, I should say, in purchasing said custom content, you can email me. You can reach out to me on Twitter. I prefer if you message me through OnlyFans, just because a lot of it stays structured in my OnlyFans, and it's easier for me to get to because I get bombarded with emails, and a lot of them are just obnoxious and not relevant, so they tend to get lost and filtered through the junk mail and things if we've never corresponded over email before. So like I said, Twitter or OnlyFans preferably, if you would like to order one. One of the questions following the question, if I offer customs, is what are some requests that I get for customs? I will do anything in customs aside from any anal for the most part. Like, I'll do like asshole spreading, light fingering, but like I'm not gonna go as far as using a dildo, or you're not gonna see any boy girl anal from me. I've said this before that I don't prefer to make content that I don't enjoy, because it is not authentic, and I only like to produce authentic content. So basically anything you come to me with, I will be negotiable on. I have a lot of people come to me for fetish content, because I don't post a lot of fetish just to my regular streams. Like my OnlyFans, my many vids, like stuff like that. I don't post a lot of fetish stuff on there. So you can come to me for any of your fetish requests. Like I said, anything within reason that's not super degrading or something I just don't particularly have that fetish for. I do a lot of just like POV scenario based, like, oh, can you pretend to be my wife? Or I get like step sibling scenarios and things like that. But basically anything. The worst you could do is just come to me and ask. The worst I can say is no. So, or I can refer you to someone, another performer who I know produces that type of content, just so that you're not missing out. But yeah, just come to me and ask, and I can basically work out any scenario within my means. And if I enjoy doing it, then I will complete that for you. But yeah, that's basically what my life has been up to these last, couple months now. Just school and working on amateur content and the boyfriend and all types of exciting things and stress and whatnot, but we are making it work, and I appreciate all of my fans that have stuck by me through this transition out of mainstream into amateur and onto this new career path, because there's some of you who know and some of you who don't, but I do appreciate the support regardless. But yeah, I'm happy and I'm great, and I'm so glad to be here still doing my podcast because I do enjoy talking about sex and the industry and all of the good things that come with it. So let's stick around. Today as a guest we have Linnea Marie, and Linnea is a professional host of sex toys, blowjobs, female orgasm, those types of things, and she does couples workshops. So she's going to be coming in to do an interview. We're going to see what kind of things she brought for us and ask her some questions. So let's go to Linnea Marie. Thank you.
Pittsburgh Current, giving Pittsburgh a better alternative. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date on all things news, art, and music. Or visit us at www.pittsburghcurrent.com.
And hello, we are here with Linnea Marie.
Hello.
Linnea is a professional host of sex toy, blowjob, female orgasm, masturbation, and couple workshops. She will be bringing some toys with her so that she can describe and talk about it. So I see you brought your goodie bag.
Yes.
What is inside?
There's a whole bunch of masturbation toys.
Show us.
I wanted to bring a few different ones. We have a masturbator.
Is it like a
for
like
a
vibrator?
penis?
Oh,
Yes, it's
Okay.
thicker than a condom, and you can put lube inside of it.
okay. I see how this works. Oh, it's like a mini.
A male stroker.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's stretchy. You can use it one-time usage, or you can use it a few times if you clean it properly.
Okay. I love that. It's cute and convenient. It doesn't even look like it would be what it is. Like it looks like one of those
like a little
those
egg.
little lipstick things, like
Yeah.
the chapstick. Yeah, that's awesome. Ooh.
And then I have one of my favorites. It's the Satisfier. It's the new air pulsation technology.
Have you tried those?
Oh my gosh.
Because I've heard so many good things, but I've never had one
Oh
myself.
my gosh. I will send you one. So, but you can look at this, and this is their little travel
It's
size
like the
one.
clitoral stimulation, right?
Yes,
For
it
the
works
people listening.
on vibration and air pulsation. It's
Ugh.
like 30 seconds.
Really?
Yes.
So have you used a Hitachi before then?
Yes.
Okay, so what's the difference for
the
you?
sensation.
Better than a Hitachi?
Oh yeah, that sensation can take years to teach somebody.
Stop.
This is like
Stop. Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh my God, I need to try it.
Speaking of the wand, here's the petite one.
Dude, oh, all my fans know that this is like my go-to all the time. Like if I'm ever talking about playing with myself, this is my go-to. I use the bigger one, like the huge white body one, but this is my go-to. I'm telling you what.
The wands are definitely fun.
My favorite. Oh my gosh.
And we can go through a few more. Some butt plugs.
Oh, somewhere that I don't really like to explore all that often. These are cute though.
So they're cute. So
What material are these?
silicone.
Silicone? Okay.
Yes, body safe silicone. Aren't they nice and smooth?
They are.
and
That's
the
why I was
texture?
asking, because like the ones that I've like seen before, like almost like rubber, and it's like,
Yeah, no.
these are
those
just like real soft silicone. Yeah.
And they're made by Satisfier as well, so another great product from them. I absolutely
Perfect.
love Satisfier. And we can pull out. So one of my absolute favorites to talk about is a glass toy.
Oh yes, I love.
So
glass
they're
toys.
very sanitary, and you can actually use them with temperature play, heat them up or make them warm,
right.
or cool them down in the freezer.
Ooh.
And they also work for cramps.
Stop. Tell me
An
more.
in- an
Tell
in-
me more.
An internal heating pad. So you heat it up during your time of the month, and it acts as like an internal warmer.
Here's me, because currently, menstruating. How come no one's ever told me this? Now, what do you just right in the microwave just as is, or do you like
Warm
put it in
water,
like
maybe like a boiling water. That way you can check the
boil it?
temperature.
Yeah.
You don't want it too hot because, of course, you don't want to burn, and we're very sensitive down there.
Right.
But the warm water will definitely warm that up.
So as long as it's like warm to touch, it's safe.
As long as you're comfortable with it as far as temperature goes. Because some people might like it hotter or colder than others. So whatever you're comfortable with, for sure. So glass is definitely...
That is definitely going to be a thing later. So if you guys want to know what I'm doing after this podcast, catch me putting glass dildos that are warm inside me.
Yes.
Okay. So tell us a little more about yourself. We kind of went straight into the sex toys because that's kind of the slut I am. But tell us more about yourself.
We got to get to the good stuff, right? I teach, like we said earlier, I teach and host workshops. I do private parties. Sex toy reviews, I've written those. I've just fell in love with it in this industry in college.
Okay. Is that where you got started? Was college?
And I had my first orgasm in college.
Wow.
So I was really upset. Like, no one told me about this. I bought my first vibrator. I've had sex before. I never had an orgasm. And I finally gave myself an orgasm in college. I'm like...
What did you use?
It was a vibrating dildo.
Love that. Love that.
So I was like, oh my gosh, I have to share this knowledge. I was like so upset. I took human sexuality course at Clarion University and, learned about the clit and the anatomy and how involved it was. And I was just so upset that it took me till college to learn about this.
Yeah, you're
telling
me.
So I just literally made it my life's mission to spread this knowledge.
I love that because honestly, I don't know if I've ever like stated it here before, but I grew up real Catholic. So like masturbation bad, sex bad, like save yourself for marriage. Yes. So like I had never really masturbated until, like you said, like right after high school, like 18, 19. Like I had sex, but like I never actually like got to know myself and my body. And once I discovered the Hitachi and what it could do, I was like,
yes.
What? Like I have been having useless sex that has done nothing for me this whole time. Like
that's what I was thinking.
You know what I mean? Like I've been getting bodies for nothing. Like I've been being called a slut for nothing. Like I could have stayed a virgin and like had better experiences. Excuse me.
Yes,
so like I get that.
Partners tried.
I know
to give us one. Or
I know, and it's like hard to explain to someone else how to give you one if you don't know how to do it yourself.
Very true.
Like sexual maturity is definitely a thing.
Yes, for sure.
Wow. Okay. I have some questions written down here. What was the very first class that you ever taught and how did it go?
It was a blowjob workshop.
Oh, tell me more.
And it was a lot of fun. I was nervous.
How did you get that education to teach that? Like, is that like personally, like you teach yourself or like, did you have to like take a class to get certified as like a blowjob instructor? Like how did that go?
Well, so I got certified as a sexual health resource.
Okay.
Through ElevateU. And the classes and workshops I just trained for. I went to seminars and I learned and read up on things and came up with a workshop that was really needed and wanted. And just different techniques. You want to take the job out of it. You want to make it fun. It should be fun for both parties involved, not just like, oh, I have to suck his dick, Yeah. It should be like, you should be enthusiastic about it, So, yeah, the blowjob workshops were first and teach at Exotica.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, I host their blowjob workshop
that
for
is
them.
Amazing.
So I've taught these blowjob workshops in Miami, Edison, Pittsburgh, so
everywhere.
all up and down the East Coast. So yeah.
Oh my goodness. Do you love it? I would love to teach a blowjob class. I swear to God, I love all the blowjobs ever.
I absolutely love it. Wicked Sensual Care has a flavored lube, and I use their products in the workshop. Mm-hmm. It makes the blowjob taste so much better.
Mm-hmm. And it's like
enjoyable.
You have people show up and you give them dildos, right? Is that how we practice, or is it just like
I'm ergonomical? So we get cucumbers and zucchinis.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay.
So that's what everyone practices on.
Okay.
And yeah, with a flavored lube. Because we kind of, what we put in our mouth is something that tastes good. And so we're kind of like tricking ourselves with the flavored lube.
To like it. Yeah.
And also in that workshop, I use one condoms. The
ones that yes, she gave me a whole goodie bag of condoms as well, and I just love her for it.
Yes. So in the blowjob workshop, we put condoms on with our mouth.
Okay. Oh.
So to teach that.
Okay. I'll have to come to one of these classes so you can teach me the things that I've never had to do before. Like, no, I hate to admit that, but like I've never given a blowjob with a condom on, so I would not know how to put one on with my mouth. But it sounds exciting. Okay. For a lot of people, this can be an awkward topic. Obviously, like the whole sex and blowjobs and stuff in general, it could be awkward. So how do you get people to loosen up, or is it they already come loosen up because they know kind of what they're in for before they show up?
No, I've had variations of, vulnerability that come to the classes and workshops. Some people don't know what to expect, but I try to make it relatable and personable. I talk to people like they're people, and I don't try to go over their head with certain things, because then you can totally lose people.
Right.
So just making them feel comfortable, and that the fact that sex is okay and this is okay to do is really important, and I think it helps loosen them up. We play games, kind of lighten the mood. So that also helps too. So
I'm assuming you have a large demographic with as far as age and race, sex,
yes, for
all
sure.
of that.
I've taught every gender, race, religion. The workshop at Exotic had 250 people in it. So when you say it's an array of, couples, ages, all of that. Yes.
That is fantastic. Wow. Okay, what are some questions that you've gotten from your clients that have surprised you? Has anyone come in with anything like completely off the wall that you're like, oh?
Well, I'm a firm believer that I'm not going to yuck someone else's yum.
Of course, yeah, never.
So as long as it's consensual between, two people, I'm all for it. It might not be something that I like that stimulation of that position or whatever.
Right.
But if they like it, I'm all for it. As far as something, I don't really.
Like not specific?
No.
Nothing.
I had someone ask me for red lube. They liked blood play.
Okay.
So something like that. I didn't expect the question, so it kind of like threw me off a little bit. I'm like, wait a minute. I really don't think that that's a thing. Yeah. But yeah, so.
Okay. Like I said, no kink shaming here. Never will be. Okay, walk me through a masturbation class. Do your students actually masturbate in the group setting, or do you just send them off with tricks and tips, on how to do it?
Yes. No one actually masturbates there in the class. We go through worksheets on different stimulation that you might like.
Okay.
Because some people don't know. They've never experienced it. They didn't even know about it. So just opening up their mind and getting those wheels turning. Of course, we talk about the different toys, different positions for the toys, just kind of opening up their mind as far as, like I said, a lot of people just aren't familiar with a lot of things.
Like the anatomy.
Yeah, the anatomy, even the toys that are available, the benefits of it. Anything like that.
Okay. So while we're on the subject, what are some benefits?
Stress relief.
My favorite.
Yes. It helps you get to know your body, and that way you can teach your partner what you like.
Do you get a lot of couples that come in for like mutual, like, I want to please my partner more, so like what can I do?
Yes, I love those couples that are open and trying to please one another and just really put that thought into it, because all these classes I've heard of very selfish lovers, so
of course
it's definitely one of my favorites when the couples come in open and ready to try new things, or just if you're planning on being with a person for a very long time, the same repetitive position or the same thing can get, boring or basic. So spicing it up just a little bit can go a long way.
Do you ever have couples come back and share with you the things that you've taught them, or have you had any like people come back with positive feedback like, oh my God, thank you,
yes,
like spiritual awakening?
Yes, for sure. I've had women come back and say that, they're engaged because of the blowjob class.
Yes! I love that. Yes. Get you a ring, girl. Secure the bag. That's fantastic.
Just a lot of empowerment.
Yes.
And owning our sexuality. That's really big as far as what people get too from the workshops.
I feel like that's a big thing, and I feel like that's a big part of the reason why I do what I do, because like I love talking about sex, and like I have learned so many things from porn that I've been able to share with like my close group of friends, or just like the general public, like through podcasts and just education through my own stuff. I just think it's the most important for everyone to know this knowledge that we know, and I feel like once people get a hold of that knowledge, it just like the more it's going to spread, the more positivity that we are able to bring to people. Because that's like, I don't know why sex is so frowned upon. And like masturbation, like I said, was a weird thing for me until I got to where I am. And I'm like, God, like I can't not go like a week without. No way. Like 3 days at most without, you know what I mean?
It's really interesting in this industry. You have to combat 1,000-year-old ideology. No matter if these studies, or people are doing these studies, things have been scientifically proven, the data shows X, Y, and Z, you still have to combat beliefs and misinformation, and there's a lot of learning and unlearning we have to do, especially when it comes to sex. Humans are way too complex to be just put in a box. So the sexuality spectrum, and it's just a lot to learn and a lot of fun.
I think
to be able to give this information out.
That's the biggest part, is like it's fun. Like I feel like a lot of people, like you take it as embarrassing or awkward at first, but like once you get past that barrier, there's so much fun to be had on the other side.
Yes.
Like when I was worried about like, I don't know what people thought about me before I did porn, I was like, oh, I can't admit to openly liking masturbating, or I can't post a picture of my tits online. And then like after I broke through that barrier and realized like, wow, it's a lot, the grass is a lot greener on this side. Like it's fun over here. Like I don't care what you people think while you go home and like you're miserable because you want to stay judgmental and think that it's gross. But like I'll stay on this side and be happy
fulfilled, satisfied.
I'm telling you what, like your attitude changes completely when you actually give yourself, for like the first time in your whole life. I can still remember the first time I gave myself like a fucking orgasm. I was like, why wasn't I doing this sooner? Why didn't I try sooner? Why didn't someone tell me about this sooner? Like, why? And then I wanted to spread by word of mouth. Like, I texted all my friends, like, guys, if you guys bought a vibrator, and they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, have you like tried to put like the mess like right on your clit, like right on there, like lube it up? And they're like, no. I'm like, let me tell you. Like, let me tell you. When you feel your literal pussy muscles just contracting uncontrollably, like, I'm like literally getting the hot sweats thinking about it. Like I'm going to go home and do it. Like it's so empowering. It is so empowering. I love it. Oh, here's me like fantasizing about what I'm going to do to myself later. What are some other ones? Okay. Is there any piece of knowledge or advice or knowledge that you find yourself giving to every class regardless of the topic?
One of the things we stated before, don't yuck anyone's yum, and consent. Consent is number one.
Yes.
Enthusiasm and consent.
Yes.
For sure. And that's like number one everywhere.
That's what we preach a lot of here. It's always, always, always consent. And always. For everything. That's not even if you're just trying to like literal penis to pussy or penis to whatever or whatever to whatever. Always.
Yes.
Always.
Yep.
Like, even if you're just trying to finger someone, use a toy on someone, consent.
Yes.
And not even the actual act of sex that you need consent for. It's
Even
foreplay.
As kissing somebody, yes.
Yes. Like, I can't stress that enough. I really cannot. Okay, so how do people go about signing up for your workshops? Like, where can I get information or sign up to come to some of your classes?
Social media, for sure.
Okay, where can we find you on social media, or under what name?
Linnea Marie
Okay.
on Facebook, and Excite Me on Twitter and Instagram.
Okay.
I am very happy to say I'm redoing my website. So
Okay.
exciteme.com will be up in a few weeks. So then people can go book different classes and workshops there, and consultations, questions, stuff like that. So I'm definitely really excited for that.
Wow. I want to go to all these classes.
Yes,
I really do. I guess just as a wrap up, what is your favorite part of what you do? Like, what strives you every day to like continue to do this?
The aha moments.
Yeah.
I absolutely love them when people realize that this is okay, and finally have that first orgasm.
That freedom.
Or have that really great sex session with their partners. That aha moment that, like, this is the shit.
This is the shit. And that's why we are Sex with Michele James. We love talking about sex and sex positivity and all of the things that come in between. Thank you so much, Linnea, for being a guest on Sex with Michele James. And I hope to see you around soon. Hopefully,
for sure.
I can come to a class or two, and I'm definitely going to take these condoms.
And I will get that sent to you,
Oh,
and you can let me know your opinion.
Girl, you're going to get like a 12-page paper in MLA format about how much I enjoy that thing. So you wait on it. Okay, and that's everything for this interview. Thanks for watching.